This is a TA truck stop in San Antonio, Texas. Today is September 25th, plus 36 or 97F, and the truck stop is deserted. I just spent some time at the shop, you know, first near that crazy motel where I slept. And the guy gave me a bad news and good news about my clutch. The good news is that I'm not gonna lose the ability to shift. Basically, he said that what happened is that I was probably running for a while and that clutch was not like the bearing inside was not greased. And he says usually that's what happens. Even after when it starts squeaking like that, even when you start greasing, it's not gonna help. Once it started doing that, it's gonna keep doing it. So it's not the actual part right here near the clutch pedal. It's you know, near the clutch itself. And the bad news is that he said, and he sounded like he knew what he was talking about, that to get rid of this noise, I have to replace the clutch. And you know, I just got it maybe what, 2 years ago, and it's a heavy torque rating clutch, and it still has lots of adjustment left, so I'm not gonna change it now. So I guess I'll just try to, that's the bad news, is that I'm gonna have that squeak still. So I'll just try to spare you guys, spare your ears, and you know, do movies like this one when I'm not driving, or maybe when I'm already in the top gear. But oh, and the good news is that he says, yeah, I'm not gonna get stuck somewhere, because that squeak, it doesn't say that the actual clutch is defective or anything. And he said, yeah, it's not linkage, you know. So, and I also I asked him to check the that wire, that big there's a whole bunch of cables inside a big plastic wrapper going on top of the engine, and the guy said everything seemed very tight. So he said the chance that wires inside lost insulation, he said, is very slim. He says usually you find that when there's no some cable ties are lost, but in my case he checked and all the cable ties were there, so the entire that plastic cover was, you know, firmly in place. And they did check it at the bottom there near the starter, and then he hooked up his voltmeter and checked the voltage between the starter and the relay on the driver, on the passenger side. Everything was good. So I said, so what do I owe you? The guy said, well, we didn't do anything. So I gave him just 25 bucks and I was out of there. And then I started driving and I'm empty, right? And again, this new problem that's been getting under my skin slowly is that the airbags on the front axle on the trailer, when I'm empty and I go over some you know, deep, not a pothole, but you know, when the surface goes like this, let's say when you exit a truck stop, there may be a big dip where the road, the exit road from the truck stop connects with the main road, and it can be like a big dip. And because I have 3 axles, so the front one goes in the air, so the airbag extends, and then when it hits the level surface again, it gets screwed up. It doesn't, when it gets back onto that foundation, it doesn't sit properly, right? And I called the dealer in Ontario, said, what, basically each time I'm empty I have this, and it's usually on the front axle and only one airbag. And the guy says, well, maybe, you know, check your airlines, maybe one of the airlines is you know, squeezed too tight by a cable tie, or maybe there's some kind of defect somewhere. So I checked myself, you know, near the end of the trailer. I didn't say anything, but then I went here to the TA truck shop and I said, you know, I'll pay you guys, just, you know, you have all these trolleys and, you know, little carts and the pit, they can, you know, much easier for them to check it. So they checked, charged me 54 bucks. That's the bad news. The good news is that everything is cool. I'm telling you, sometimes I just, you know, that's another big business. Maybe I should do a video how to make $1 million with your own truck shop, because it's so easy, you know. See, the guy comes in with a complaint, and okay, we'll check it. So they check it. Nothing is wrong with their trailer. Oh really? So here's the picture on my laptop how my airbag was all screwed up. Oh, it's because you have 3 axles. Okay. So how much do I owe you? Oh, half an hour minimum, so $54. So they don't fix anything, but you always have to pay them. See, at least those guys, that Mexican guy and the Douglas Brothers shop, he didn't even charge me anything, you know. He's just says, I just, you know, I said I want to pay you something, so I took out 20 bucks. He said, yeah, 20 bucks is okay. So I gave him 25. Everybody's happy. And so I'm loading tomorrow near San Antonio here. It's like 10 miles away from this place. And then I'll be heading straight north to Winnipeg, Manitoba. And it's a light load, no tarp, pays very good. And then I guess I'll just head towards, you know, Illinois, Wisconsin, stuff like that, because out of there I just checked our load board and they only have very heavy loads of hay, and they're probably round bales, so you need to get oversized permits, and the entire load pays like $1.50 per mile and minus permits, and then I know I would burn a ton of fuel, so forget it. I'll just go empty, you know. You know, when I'm empty, I can do 8 miles per gallon. So that's my update from San Antonio, Texas. Nothing's wrong with my trailer, nothing's wrong with my clutch, and nothing's wrong with my with my starter wire. But the problems continue. So, yeah, like I said, the next video is gonna be how to make $1 million with your own truck shop. Thanks for watching.